get a single drug, scientists must test more than 50,000 molecules, and out of this, one or maximum two gets approved for human administration. Hello everyone, and welcome to a segment in CliniLaunch Knowledge Pod. Why there is a need to develop a new drug? To answer this, let's dive into the fascinating world of drug development. Let's get into this scientific quest from the very first spark of an idea to life-changing pill. First and foremost, we should answer the fundamental question. Why should we develop a new drug? The answer is simple. Because there is a new disease, there is a need for more effective drug than in the market, which is expensive, not easily available, and so on. Drug development is a complex, extremely rigorous process. It is time-consuming, may take 2 years to 20 years, or as the expert says, till the last patient uses the drug. And a lot of money, literally millions of dollars, are involved in developing a new drug. It all starts with understanding the disease. Scientists meticulously study the cause, like a detective gathering the clues. Is it a rogue protein causing the havoc or a malfunctioning gene? Identifying the culprit is crucial in finding the weapon against it. Once they know the enemy, scientists pinpoint the target, a specific molecule in the disease process. This target becomes the key that the drug fit into to disrupt the disease. This is like finding a weak spot in villain's armor. The search for the right drug candidate is like a treasure hunt. Traditionally, researchers might explore natural resources like plants, but today we have more powerful tools. Supercomputers can analyze vast libraries of chemical compounds, while robots can test thousands in a blink. It's like a high-tech race to find a natural fit for a target. Imagine a scientist with a promising new drug molecule. Promising candidates enter preclinical trials. Scientists test them on a cell in a dish and then on animals. This rigorous process makes sure that the drug is safe and targets the disease. Many drugs fail at this stage. It's a number game, but every failure teaches us something valuable, leading us closer to the cure. At this stage in the process, there may be thousands of compounds as potential candidates for development of medical treatment. However, after the early testing, only a small number of compounds look promising and call for further study. Once the researchers find a promising compound, they conduct experiments to gather information on how it is absorbed, distributed, metabolized, and excreted, its potential benefits and mechanism of action. Dosage, the best way to give the medicine, such as oral or injection. Side effects or adverse events often referred to as toxicity. How it affects different group of people differently, like by gender, race, or ethnicity. How it affects different drugs and treatments, and its effectiveness when compared to similar drugs. Now comes the preclinical trials. Before testing the drug in humans, researchers must find out whether it has the potential to cause serious harm called toxicity. There are two types of preclinical trials, in vivo or in vitro. In vitro in Latin means within the glass. Here, the tests are conducted on bacteria or cells of humans or animals. Though the experiments are conducted in controlled environment, the results must be considered carefully. In vivo means on living organisms. The trials are done on animals and, as in clinical trials, humans. Preclinical studies are not very large. However, they must provide the detailed information on dosing and toxicity levels. After the preclinical study, the researchers must gather their findings and decide whether the drug can be tested on humans. Human clinical trials. If the drug survives preclinical trials, now it's the time for real test on human volunteers. Clinical trials are meticulously designed with strict safety protocols. The drug is tested in phases, starting from small groups and gradually increasing in sizes. Researchers meticulously monitor the volunteers for the drug's effectiveness and side effects. This is the time where the dream becomes a reality or sadly sometimes fades away. FDA has to review the drug. If a drug developer has evidence from its early tests, preclinical and clinical trials that the drug is safe and it's effective for the intended use, the company can file an application to market the drug. The FDA review team thoroughly examines all the submitted data on the drug and decides to approve it. The developer must include everything about the drug from preclinical trials to phase 3 trial in an NDA. Along with the clinical trials, the developer must include proposed labeling, safety update, drug abuse information, patent information, any data from the studies that may have been conducted outside the country, IRB compliance information, and drug usage. Post-marketing surveillance. Even though clinical trials provide important information about the safety and efficacy of the drug, it is impossible to have the complete information about the safety of the drug at the time of approval. Even though the process is very rigorous, limitations exist. The true picture of the product safety evolves over the months and even years that make up the product's lifetime in the marketplace. FDA review report of problems with prescription and over-the-counter medicines and can decide to add cautions with dosage and usage information as well as other instructions in case of serious issues. Safe and effective in clinical trials, it reaches the finish line, the regulatory approval. It opens the door to making the drug widely available. The journey is long with 90% chance of failure, but the impact of a successful drug is immeasurable. It can improve lives, offer hope, and save countless people. You take a medicine. Remember the incredible journey it took to get there. It's a testament of human dedication to fighting diseases. The quest for cure continues, and with new technologies emerging, the future of drug discovery looks even brighter. It's the incredible journey of drug development. It's a long, rigorous process, ensures to make the medicines we rely on are safe and effective. As always, if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section and I'll be happy to answer them. Thanks for joining me today and subscribe to our channel for more videos. Thank you.